Yo, Philly 254 living life. Back at it. So, just gonna give it a real talk real quick. Some of that real spit. What we're gonna talk about is cloud gaming ready for, I guess, should I say, let me put it this way. Are we ready to just cloud game with no physical console? I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, it's a big of an iffy answer, but I'm leaning more towards a no. We're not there yet. And here's the reasons why. If you're only going to cloud game and only cloud game, you got to understand that you can't just use one service. I mean, I'm a big fan of Stadia. I'm a huge fan of Xbox Game Pass and GeForce Now. So I'm always telling, if anyone wants to just cloud game, I'm always telling them just those. You're gonna need at least 3 or at least 2, but 3 to be comfortable. All right. And I'll tell you why for those different, why I chose those 3 in a few moments. But then B, even with those 3, heck, even if you chose 4, 5, you're still not going to get every game you want. So let's just say, me personally, the last console, the last device I purchased was an Xbox One, like the original Xbox One, old school Xbox One, right? And I don't have a gaming PC. Yet. So, what do I have? I have Xbox Game Pass, Google Stadia, and GeForce Now. Technically, I have Luna and Boosteroid as well, but Luna's more for my son, my younger son who's 5, and Boosteroid, I really just got it for testing. So, my main 3 are Stadia, GeForce Now, Xbox Game Pass. And here's the reason why. Xbox Game Pass is all-encompassing. You get a lot of games, a lot of bang for your buck for that. A lot of good, high-quality games, AAA games. Downside, they rotate out. Okay? That's one out of there. GeForce Now, you get quite a few games in that too. And they're based on your Steam and Epic accounts. So you get what you keep. You keep what you get, should I say. So whatever but it's still curated. Certain games, not every game that's in GeForce Now you're gonna have, or not every game that's in your Steam account is gonna be in GeForce Now, basically. So it's still curated, all right. And then Stadia, you purchase those games in Stadia. Well, it's kind of a mixture. It's kind of a hybrid of what like Xbox Game Pass and GeForce Now kind of has going. You purchase games on Stadia, you got them. You got them for life. You purchase games on GeForce Now or Steam, you got it for life in GeForce Now. Xbox, they rotate in and out. But Stadia also has the Pro, and with that, you get about 4 or 5 games per month for free. But if you don't pay for that Pro subscription or you let it lapse or whatnot, those games disappear, and they don't come back until you pay them that money. But you don't need to have Pro. So the games you did purchase, they're there no matter what. That's cool. And I believe Ubisoft or not, GeForce Now has Ubisoft. Not sure on that one, but I believe they have Ubisoft Plus. But I know Stadia for certain has Ubisoft Plus, and that's following that similar Xbox Game Pass rotation system where, well, I don't know if they rotate the games out. I haven't seen any games rotate out, but it's very similar to the Stadia Pro in the sense of, you stop paying for Ubisoft Plus, you lose access to the games until you start paying back, until you pay them money. So, but at the very least, you purchase games on Stadia, they're there. You got them, whether you play Stadia Pro or not. So Stadia can be completely free, and you can just play whatever games you purchased and call it a day. So that's why I'm a big proponent of Stadia. The only issue with Stadia is, if they don't have crossplay, you're only playing with other Stadia teams or other Stadia players, and Stadia's gamer base is not as large as any of the others. So, that's always going to be a problem. Stadia doesn't get every AAA game. Obviously, it mainly gets a lot of independent games, which are still fun. But if you want those AAAs, GeForce Now, Xbox is your bet, your main bet. So, but even with all 3 of those, I still find myself wanting games or needing certain games that are not available. For example, I'm a big fighting game fanatic. DNF Fighters, DNF Dual Fighters, whatever it's called. Dungeon Fighter. Yeah, it's not on any of that. So I gotta just purchase. I gotta purchase it, like an actual copy of it, and play it on something. Fortunately, I got a Steam Deck on the way. So and that's the other option. Kind of hybrid that a little bit, because once that Steam Deck gets here, I'm not gonna have any need for GeForce Now. GeForce Now connects to my Steam account, so I can play some of my Steam games. Well, guess what a Steam Deck does, right? So GeForce Now I probably won't keep it around. I may keep it. Fortunately, GeForce Now has the free tier, so I may just keep it, just play it just for testing purposes on anything new that they have. Or for example, let's just say a game comes out that is not Steam Deck compatible, but it's on GeForce Now. I guess GeForce Now, what's up? That kind of thing. We back in the game. So that sounds like a lot of cons for cloud gaming, but there are some pros. So keep in mind, you're not just paying. So let's just say you don't have. So let's put it this way. Let's just say you don't have a PC or Steam Deck. They can play some of the Steam games you want to play, and those Steam games are not on any console. That's where GeForce Now comes in. So, and you also, not only that, so you don't have to, basically what I'm saying is you don't have to have the hardware. So you don't have to buy a PC that's strong and powerful enough for it. If you want to play some Xbox games, you don't have to buy an Xbox One X or anything. If you got Xbox Game Pass, you have to deal with the fact you won't get every single game that's available, but you definitely get some of them, right? So same thing with Stadia. You'll still get some games, you just won't get every game that's available. That's the plus to it. You don't have to worry about getting all the different hardware. Keep in mind, Steam Deck's an example. I put in my order on my reservation for Steam Deck last year, in June of last year, and I just now got my actual. I think they went on sale in February, and I just now got my actual order made available for me to purchase a Steam Deck, and now I'm still waiting on it for actually to arrive. So that's over a year. All right, that's how long I had to wait. For those who was playing Xboxes and PlayStations when they came out, the newer ones that came out, keep in mind there was a whole lot of people just waiting and hoping they'll find one and they'll get one because of chip shortages and whatnot. Your cloud gaming, you ain't got to worry about that. And there's some games who actually perform better on cloud, at least in the beginning, if the game is real buggy. For example, Cyberpunk, which recently came out. When it came out, Stadia was the only one where it actually ran, well, I won't say perfectly, but it ran the best on Stadia. A lot of people just tried Stadia out just to get some Cyberpunk gameplay in, while they waited for the consoles and the PCs and whatnot to update. So that's just FYI. And then on top of that is the portability factor. You can play Stadia, you can play Xbox Game Pass, you can play GeForce Now on your phones, not just your TVs, not just your computers, but on your phones. That means as long as you got a good internet connection, which will bring me to my next con. As long as you got a good internet connection, you're good. You're golden. Hop on Wi-Fi and play it and do your thing. But that brings me to my next con. It's game streaming. So if your Wi-Fi connection is not that good, it's not that great, you're gonna notice that this is probably not gonna be the best experience for you. I know Stadia specifically has kind of optimized everything to where you can even play Stadia on your cellular connection. I've tested it a few times. It was alright, but we all know cellular connections are not going to be the most stable at all times. There's going to be times where you move an inch to the left and all of a sudden signal just drops. That kind of thing happens. So I wouldn't bet and bank everything on being able to play via cellular connection, right? Wi-Fi is going to be the best bet. Actually, Ethernet is going to be the best bet if you got a laptop. But if you don't have a laptop, you're on your phone or something, Wi-Fi would be your best bet. A 5G network preferred, right? So, but on the flip side, you get yourself an Xbox One X, you get yourself a PlayStation 5, or PlayStation 6, PlayStation 7, whenever they come out. You ain't got to worry about all of that. Plug and play, baby. Download your game or put in your Blu-ray or whatever, and just play and just go. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Same thing with on a PC. Steam Deck. Once I get Steam Deck, I download the game from my Steam account, the Steam Deck. I'm done. I don't really have to, unless it's a network connected game or something to that degree. I really don't have to worry about. Hope the stream doesn't, my connection doesn't get a little wonky, nothing like that. I'm in there. I'm in it like swimwear, baby. I'm just playing, So is cloud gaming ready? Not now. Right now, I feel like it's in a hybrid stage. That would probably be the best bet, I would say. So is it usable? Hell yeah. I've been cloud gaming. But is it ready for just exclusive cloud gaming? Nah, because you still have to get multiple services. And even then, you're not going to get every game you're looking for, every game that comes out. But you can, like I said, you can do the hybrid a little bit. You can get yourself, if you got an Xbox, okay, cool. Get GeForce Now. If you don't have, because most people, if they have one console, an Xbox or a PlayStation, or they're a PC gamer, then a lot of times they don't have both. If they have both, they don't have all three, unless you're balling. And if you're balling, you get money, do your thing. But a lot of times you just have one, and that can be your primary. And then a cloud gaming system, for example, if you got an Xbox, GeForce Now could be your backup. I know PlayStation got their cloud PlayStation service. I need to try that out too. Let's say you got an Xbox, you can do the PlayStation's cloud service. That could be your backup. Don't tell your friends because they're gonna think you hating and they're gonna think you're a traitor. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, is it ready for prime time as far as just being only cloud gaming? That's all you need. I mean, you can get away with it, but you gotta have multiple services, at least 2, 3 to be comfortable, 2 get by, But if you really thinking, if you think you're gonna get every game you want, nah, it's not gonna happen. And I mean, let's be honest with you. Let's just say you just play Xbox and only Xbox. You're not gonna get every game you want because you ain't getting no PC games unless they're ported. You're not getting any PlayStation games unless they're ported. And the same thing for the others. You're not gonna get everything on any system unless you own every system. Cloud gaming kind of gets you close to owning multiple systems, but it's gonna be like you get Xbox Game Pass, you get an Xbox Lite, basically. You get GeForce Now, you're getting Steam Lite. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. And then of course, the biggest difference is all these systems or cloud services are exactly that word, services. So therefore, they all have subscriptions, with the exceptions. I mean, Stadia does have a subscription, but you don't have to have it. But the others, they all have some type of subscription. GeForce Now does have a free tier, but the free tier is not worth it. 1 hour and a waiting queue is not really worth it for me. But you get an Xbox, you done. You just buy the games as they come out. You get a PlayStation, same thing. You got a gaming PC, same thing. Well, unless you got to upgrade or change, any of your parts out or whatnot. But cloud services is just that you're paying a subscription, so that can build up after time. So that's one thing to think about. So I'll let it be up to you whether what your thoughts are. You let me know. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nah, it ain't there. It's getting there. Don't get me wrong. It's getting there. But it's not quite there yet. It's best used as a hybrid service, I think. A hybrid situation. A little hardware over here, a little clouding over here, a little cloud gaming over here, Anyway, as always, like and subscribe. Do your due diligence. Cruise through the playlist. You're going to find something you like, I promise you. And I will catch you on the flip side.